Hi everybody, this is my fourth attempt at making this video. Hopefully this works this time. This is Healing with Love, and I am here to share my story of healing with love. And I want to start this off by giving a short little story of how I got into gemstones. About 20 years ago, I was gifted an awesome book by Judy Hall called Crystal Healing. And at the time, I just thought it was a book about rocks. Yeah, just like everybody else, you know? But the further I investigated and figured out, I started working at a pager store, and there was quartz in our pagers. There's quartz in our cell phones. There's quartz in the computers. So it makes sense that we are energy and that the crystals affect us in a way. So, there's another awesome story by this guy named James Tiburon. He was on a episode of Healing with Gemstones on the Gaia channel, and he talked about these blackbirds that came flying out of nowhere and just straight into the ground, like blunt force trauma, and nobody knew why, but he knew why, because he's a world-renowned geologist, and he knew that the largest slab of crystal quartz, right here, crystal quartz, was underneath North Carolina. And so there was a tiny earthquake, and when the earthquake happened, the tectonic plates rubbed on the crystal quartz, which emitted a frequency and discombobulated the birds, and they just fell straight down to the ground. So that's how I knew these stones are not just stones. They are very powerful, and they contain amazing healing properties. So I will tell my story of how I healed. So 20 years ago, I got the book, and I got really depressed one time, and I couldn't kick it this time, and I had tried everything, medication, therapy, you name it. And I just said, God, just help me. And I looked over, and the book was there. And I said, you know what, it doesn't hurt to try. And I sat there crying for a whole week straight, doing these meditations, just like hoping this would work. And every day that I did it, I felt lighter and lighter. And then I was no longer sad anymore. And ever since then, crystals have been a big part of my healing process, and my meditations, and my chakra work, and my Reiki work. So I guess I'll tell you a little bit about a few of my favorite stones that I like to use for healing sadness and grief. We will start with kyanite, and this one's good for opening your heart to receive and allowing abandonment and rejection issues to be transmuted. A lot of people feel like they break up with somebody, and that feeling of rejection or abandonment issues from childhood just really helps to transmute that. And another great one is, of course, rose quartz, and this one opens your heart to unconditional love. It brings inner peace. It also helps with the separation of relationships, divorces, etc. That pit in your stomach, that pain, that like nauseous feeling, the pit in your stomach. This helps ease that. Just place it on your heart chakra. Now, we also have unakite. I love this one. Unakite supports you when you are emotionally overwhelmed. It enhances compassion for self and self-acceptance, and assists you in knowing your worth. And I like to carry that one around. That's why it's on a little string. I'll go to aquamarine. aquamarine helps you dive deep into the truth of things. Dive deep, like infinite waters, diving deep, deep. It helps you get to the truth of things, the matter of situations, of why things happened. Helps you communicate your truth. You put it on your throat chakra. Very good for that. Malachite, which I happen to be wearing, eases deep heartache, such as grief, also breakups. It's very good for that. Pink tourmaline is a very nice one that I like. This one breaks down the walls. This one breaks down the walls. That's around your heart. And it opens up your heart to the magic of the universe and of life, and it increases, your spontaneity and your fun, and brings back that joy for living. So, I love that one. So, what is next? Rhodonite. Oh, I love rhodonite. Stone of love. It clears the scars and wounds. So once you break down that wall with the pink tourmaline, you bring in the rhodonite to clear away the scars and wounds that are underneath. It helps balance your yin and yang as well. So, the yin and yang, right there. Let's see. I have 2 more stones that I'm going to share, and that is sodalite. This one helps self-esteem. You can't see the stones really well, but you could just remember the name and look them up. Sodalite. And of course, my final 2 that I'm going to be sharing are turquoise. Turquoise is great for forgiveness and forgiving of self, forgiving of others. So a great exercise that I would advise in conjunction with your stones is get a notepad and on one side write the people that you need to forgive, and on the right side write the people that you feel you need forgiveness from. And on the right of that, write your name down, because you need to forgive yourself for all the stuff that you've put yourself through. And once you're done writing that, you kind of just let the universe take it. You go outside and you dig a little hole and you burn it, and let that energy just reach the universe, and it's gone from you. It's like when you go to the dentist and they put that X-ray blanket on you, that radiation blanket, and it's like super heavy. Well, when you do this exercise, it's like lifting that off of you. So, and one last thing, the selenite wand. This clears all your stones. So when you have your stones, it's good to have. Very good. Anyways, I hope you guys were informed on the stones, and that maybe you'll now want to do your own research. And I guess that's it. I'll be back maybe to do another one for a different purpose. So till then, love and light with gratitude. Namaste.